the headset. Okay, so they use this one. Also, let me use this one. This one. Just like you. Just like I gotta let you know what a woman. Just like what a woman. Yes, what if woman? It's just about 16 minutes past the hour. 10 right here on S Live Africa, and this is where we live life the X way. I told you this month we're going to have one amazing interview with once Ghana AIDS ambassador, and you know the brouhaha that came around her job with the Ghana AIDS Commission. She denounced being HIV AIDS positive and all of that, and all the clashbacks that happened. She's in the studios today for us to talk about her status, her current life now, as she had an interview with the Daily Guide recently, talking about how the whole thing that happened some years ago has affected her life and everything. And she's also asking Ghanaians to come to her aid. So she is here, and we are going to hear everything from her, how the whole thing happened, because majority of us were a bit confused, but today we have the opportunity for the first and last time listen to whatever happened to her. So without much ado, I'll just go straight to her and ask her what actually happened and why all of this, and also one important thing that we need to know: what does it take to live a life with HIV? And I know you, our listeners and viewers out there on Facebook, also have questions that you want to put across to her. So those of you watching live, you can send us your messages on Facebook Live at S Live Africa Radio, and also on my personal page, that's DJ Fuad PE. And if you want to WhatsApp us, the number is 024778596. 024778596. You can do that, and if you want to call, let me know you want to call, and I'll allow you to call in as well. So it's going to be an amazing interview with our sister Joyce Mensah. Music at the background from the man R. Kelly. Storm is over. So right about now, let me turn the cameras onto her and let's start the conversation going. Good morning, Joyce.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, and I'm not fine.
I can sense that. Yeah. Anyway, so many Ghanaians are those who are now like confused. They don't know what to believe, whether you were actually HIV positive or not. There's a lot of confusion, because when I went online to read about your recent interview with Ghana Daily Guide, I realized that majority of people were like, she's lying and all of that. Today you are here. People are listening to you online and people are watching you live. First of all, who is Joyce Mensah?
Okay, I'm a very simple person. Mm-hmm. And whatever I set my heart to do, I do with all my heart. Mm-hmm. Anything I'm doing, I do with all passion. Mm-hmm. That is me. Mm-hmm. And before I even answer any questions, I just want to say that I destroyed my life trying to protect the life of my children.
What do you mean destroying your life trying to protect the life of your children?
I destroyed my life because right now, as we speak, I have destroyed my life. At a point, I didn't know I was having depression. Mm. I thought I was only having HIV. Mm. Not knowing that all the pain and agonies I was going through has actually affected my brain. Mm. And I got depression. One day I just stood up. My son was crying, always telling me that he doesn't want to go to school again because I always come on TV to say I'm HIV positive, and it has affected him. His friends don't want to play football with him. Nobody wants to eat with him. So it affected me. And I said, wow. So with all the things I'm doing for Ghanaians, sharing my story to educate people, this is the result I get. That my children are going to suffer for it. Oh my God. I cried and cried and cried. So one day I just got up and went to Daily Guide, and I told them I don't have HIV. So all this while that I was talking about my status, it was a lie. But today, once again, I want to tell Ghanaians that I am actually HIV positive. I like to protect my children. I didn't know that lying would make Ghanaians think that I'm a liar, I'm terrible, I'm this and I'm that. As we speak right now, I don't have any life anymore. I go to Accra Psychiatric Hospital for medication, and their medication are so expensive. I was even given a lab request form recently. I couldn't even do it.
Is it because of the depression?
Yeah, because of depression, I take treatment at Accra Psychiatric Hospital. I want Ghanaians to stop calling me a liar. Anybody who wants to call me a liar should walk 30 minutes in my shoes and feel what I have felt in the past.
I really understand your pain, where you're coming from. But for Ghanaians to understand, as they say in Tree, as somebody panic, for Ghanaians to understand and also get to your level and come to your aid, they really need to hear the whole story.
Yes.
You understand? So I'll really indulge you to wipe your tears, and let's be strong, because you've been strong. It hadn't been that, you'll be broken by now.
People think I'm strong, but in my room,
I know. But you have to be strong.
Do you have any tissue there? I didn't take my handkerchief.
No, I'm coming. I'm coming. So you have to be strong in order for us to tell the stories to Ghanaians. It is how you'll be able to say it that they will really understand and come to your aid. You understand? Other than that, they will think that we are just using crocodile tears to cover our things. So that's why I'm saying that let's be strong and tell Ghanaians what actually happened. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, I understand.
Okay. So let's start from before you became the HIV ambassador. He's going to bring you some tissues.
Okay.
So how did you become HIV ambassador?
It was when I first...
Get closer to the microphone for me.
Okay, it was when I was going out with somebody in my church where I used to fellowship, a man who was living with HIV, and I didn't know. We were dating, and I got infected. I got pregnant. That was in 2007, 11 years ago. And I was on my normal antenatal visit, and I was diagnosed with HIV in 2007. So I was giving treatment that protected me and protected my child. So I had a baby through CS. So at the end of the day, the baby didn't get infected with HIV. But unfortunately for me, because in my neighborhood, people knew me so much because I was selling bread. People got to know that the man died of AIDS.
Okay.
And then they started stigmatizing me. They beat me up in my house. Not a house that was belonging to us, but a rented place.
Wow.
They beat me up because I was going to use the bathroom one day. And they said I must leave the house. So I left the house without knowing where I was going to. I took my bag, and that was how come I ended up at the National Associations of Persons Living with HIV at NAPLAS. It's called NAPLAS Ghana.
Okay.
So at the point I was begging on the street because I didn't have food to eat. I was just on the street holding some of my CD I sing. So I made some CDs, and I was begging people to buy it so I can get some money for food. I met a pastor who invited me to Holland to do a program. I went to Holland and I did a program. I came back to Ghana, and the Ghana AIDS Commission contacted me, and then I was working with them as an HIV ambassador. Okay,
so you didn't go to the Ghana AIDS Commission, they came to you that they wanted to work with you.
Yes.
What is the criteria? What did they see in you that made them feel like
Because I have been doing this in Ghana, the first person who interviewed me on TV was KSM, but at that point I wasn't ready to show my face, so my face was blocked, my voice was distorted for people not to know that I'm the one. So I'm sure they knew I have been doing this work willingly for some years. That was how come they contacted
Yeah, but
me.
if you say you are sure they knew you were doing it willingly, what do you mean? Doesn't mean that you were not happy doing it?
No, willingly means nobody asked me to do it. Nobody contracted me to talk about HIV or to educate anybody. But I, from my own will, I was doing that.
Oh, okay. Okay. So for how long did you work with the Ghana AIDS Commission?
I worked with them officially only for 1 year. But after they terminated my contract, I was still working because people still needed my services.
What? When you say you were working, how? Working with who? For who?
For Ghana AIDS Commission, after the contract, they terminated my contract after just 1 year after signing, because they said I was singing on a radio station, a TV station, which I wasn't supposed to do. But in the contract, it wasn't stated that I should never sing. But that's what happened. This morning, I don't even want to talk about the Ghana AIDS Commission. I want us
we'll talk about you, the help that you need from Ghanaians. But I think it will be important to talk about what happened between you and them. Other than that, people won't believe, as people think you just lie and you are saying another lie. You understand?
Yeah.
So, like, before they terminated your contract, did they know you were a musician?
Oh, they knew. They knew that I was a musician. I was even in a band called Seawater. And this band stood by me all the time to support me, even though some people were saying that I have HIV, I shouldn't be in the band. But the manager stood his ground and said, no, we are not going to sack him. So I told the Ghana AIDS Commission I have a band who really supported me. So once in a while I'll be playing with my band. They said, okay. They knew I was singing.
What was the time period that the AIDS Commission needed you, like every week? Do you have to go to the office? Do you have activities like every week?
No, there was no plan. We didn't have working plan. People only bring letters to AIDS Commission requesting for ambassadors to speak to them in their churches, in their schools, and all that. So there was no working plan that, okay, every week I have to go here or I have to go there. But you'll be there and they just call that, okay, you have to be here. Then I have to go.
Okay. So, what happened? They saw you singing on GTV?
Yes.
And that was all?
Yeah. That was it.
So
we were supposed to go for a regional tour. And my mother-in-law had traveled because I was having a little baby. We were supposed to go for a regional tour, the whole region in Ghana. And I called and I told them that my mother-in-law will come in 3 days. So when she comes, I leave my baby with her and I'll join them. I was in the house when they brought the termination letter. That I didn't join the regional tour from the beginning. And they also stated that I was using the campaign to promote my music. And that means because of the song I sang at GTV. So that was the reason I did terminated my contract. Officially, I worked with them for only 1 year, but the rest of the years, I was just attending programs because people needed me to speak to them.
Did you at the point, at that time, in the heat of the moment, try to seek the help of a lawyer? Or you didn't feel what they did to you was unlawful?
I was so naive. At that time. I was married, and my husband too also got so angry and told me never to step a foot in the Ghana AIDS Commission. Otherwise, I will have problem with him. I was just around 24 years old, and I was so naive. I didn't know I had to talk to a lawyer to fight for me and all that. I just took it in good faith, and my husband was like, "Don't ever go there. If you go there, you have problem with me." So I was just there. I didn't even confront them.
Was your husband also an HIV positive person?
As for my husband, I don't like to talk about his HIV status because we are no more.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry for that anyway. So that is why, and it means that at that time, life was also quite cool for you. That even you didn't think of what you were about to lose because of the terminated contract with them. Did you think about that? That you were getting some livelihood from the contract, and now that they've terminated it unlawfully or wrongly or unexpectedly, something you need some replacement. Yes. Did you think of that?
Yes, I thought of that. But when they terminated my contract, I was still so busy working with other people. Some people were calling me to come and educate them. At least if I go and speak, they will not leave me to go alone. They will do something for me. They will give me little money, sometimes for transportation, something to keep myself in. So I was still busy working. Yeah.
Okay. And then what happened from there?
From there, I was there for some time, and the thing was affecting me. I didn't know what to do. That why should I sacrifice my image, sacrifice my whole life, knowing that it's not easy to sit on TV. People think it is so easy. I'm pleading with Ghanaians who always insult me and say things to me that it is not easy to come and sit on national television and say I am HIV positive. If you think it is easy, please, those of you who always insult me, I don't have anything to tell you. I just want to say, if you think it is easy, just do it only for one day. See the friends you will lose. See the things you will lose in life. So please, it is not an easy task. I sacrificed my life to do what I did. It was never easy for me to come on TV to say that I'm HIV positive. HIV is not something to joke with. It is a very serious issue.
We'll come there. We'll come to the nitty-gritties of being an HIV patient. So, because your children were feeling embarrassed and all of that, your husband saying that don't go to the AIDS Commission again, you had to come out to say that you are no more HIV positive.
Yeah.
And how? Okay, so this happened before, after they terminated your contract.
Yes.
And when you came out to say that you are not AIDS positive, how did the AIDS Commission take it?
Actually, I didn't know that issue would become so big. I saw it so simple.
Why?
Do you know what I was thinking before I did that? I didn't even think about the AIDS Commission. I didn't know they were going to have problems. The only thing I was thinking about was, okay, let me go back and say I don't have HIV. Maybe if I do that, my children will not be stigmatized anymore. Maybe I can have another life to work. If I want to sell something, if I want to do any work, then I can do. Childish. I was childish to have thought that just when I go and say I'm no more HIV positive, things will turn around for good. I didn't know. They say if I have the chance to undo what I did, I will undo them immediately. But I cannot undo what I did because it is everywhere.
Yes.
If I knew that it will come to a point where people will call me a liar, a thief, and so on, I wouldn't have even thought of doing what I did. I thought it was going to be good for me when I do what I did.
So then we all had, when you came out to do that, and we're all like, how can a big organization like this, like some of us are actually also pointed fingers at Ghana AIDS Commission that they've lied to Ghanaians.
Yes, it's all about my doing. Depression. When you have depression, you can't imagine the things you can do. I don't sleep at night.
So the time when you were working with the Ghana AIDS Commission, you had depression?
No, I don't know if I had it at that time, but it became severe. It started really when my children were complaining at school. It affected my brain. Yes.
Okay, then when you said that, did the nation called Ghana do anything about it? Did they call you to question you and all of that?
About what?
That you are no more HIV positive.
Yeah, I was called by the CID. The CID headquarters, they called me. They asked me a few questions, and they said I should tell them the truth. Do I have HIV or not? I said I don't have HIV. At that point, the way I was in denial, even if somebody brought me a bag of money to say I'm HIV positive, I was still denying. I was in denial. It is called denial. Many a times, some people deny their status to the extent that they don't take their medications anymore and they die. I was at a state of denial. I was denying.
But for you were taking your medication even when you were
This medication I'm holding. It is not sold anywhere in the drugstore. If you don't have HIV, you cannot get access to this medication. You go to the hospital and doctor sees you and give you the medication in the hospital. You can't walk to any pharmacy in this world or in Ghana and say, I have HIV. I want to buy HIV medication.
Okay. So when the police, the CID, when the CID called you, did the CID conduct any investigation, like conducted any lab tests on you to confirm whether you were HIV positive or not?
No, I think they went to take my folder.
From where?
From the Gun Hospital.
Okay.
That's where I take treatment.
Okay.
Yes. That is how come they got to know and they stopped. At the point they were telling me I have to report every week at the CID headquarters. But after they got what they were looking for, they asked me to stop coming.
And no big man in Ghana said anything about this. What has happened between you? Or by then you didn't let Ghanaian know that they've terminated your contract illegally?
When they terminated my contract, I didn't say anything to anybody. I just kept it to myself. Like I was saying, if it was now, I would have done something about it. But sometimes I feel I was being childish. I didn't just do anything about it. I just kept quiet about it. I didn't say anything to them. And nobody also said anything to me.
Kenneth Autry Jr. is writing on Facebook. He says that Ghanaians are ungrateful. You made a mistake coming out. Let God be the judge. I want to ask if you are being treated freely or it costs you an entire antiretroviral medication costs you. You want to know, does it cost you?
No, the antiretroviral drugs is free, but when you have to see the doctor, you have to pay. But my psychiatric medication is expensive. The medication I take from Accra Psychiatric Hospital is expensive. It's not free.
Okay. We'll talk about the whole thing about being HIV positive and how to live with that. We'll talk about that. But now, what do you want from Ghanaians?
What I want from Ghanaians is that, first of all, I want to say I'm sorry that I did what I did. I did it because of my children, that they have a new life. I didn't know that it would turn against me. I'm sorry for coming to say to Ghanaians that I was HIV negative.
Okay.
Ghanaians should find a place in their heart to forgive me. Anybody who have watched me before, who have listened to me before, should forgive me. I always contemplate suicide. I always, because I feel that my life has come to an end. Even people who don't have HIV find it difficult to get a job. How much more me? When I was doing the programs, the little monies I was getting, I was saving it. So I opened a food joint around Bubuashi, and I opened a barbering salon so that they can fetch me money. People destroyed me. Some people were saying to the food seller, that they are scared of HIV, so they don't want to buy. So the place collapsed. You
know what? Let's hold on. Let's go for a musical break so that you put yourself together. I don't want you to disturb what you're saying with the tears. Live from S-Live Africa Studios, and we are having a conversation with our sister Joyce Mensah, who was once an AIDS Commission ambassador and came out some time ago to say that she's no HIV positive, which became a big issue in the country, and now she's breaking all the news, how it all happened. She's made us understand that she said that because her children were worried. People were stigmatizing her children when they go to school. So she thought saying that she's not HIV positive will save her children, but it's rather worsened their situation. And she's saying that she's now in a serious distress, and saying that she's even sharing tears. And I don't want her to do that. That's why I stopped her. I'm going back to her to tell the story and what she really wants Ghanaians to do for her right now. And I guess there are some good-hearted Ghanaians out there who are watching. If you're watching right now, please share the videos. Let somebody get to watch, because that is all that we are here for. The greatest boxer of all time, Muhammad Ali, said that the rent we pay for living on earth is to live for others. So let's see how many Ghanaians are ready to live for her. Ishmael Afo said, can't HIV be cured in Ghana? He came out to say that, Madam, don't worry, it will be well for you. Okay, thank you for your good words. So, Joyce, let's continue. Yes, you were saying what you want Ghanaians to do, and you were actually...
The reason why I'm begging them to forgive me is people really sympathize with me when I was sharing my story. I have been trained to do what I was doing. My educational program wasn't only about my HIV status, but also
communication.
To enlighten Ghanaians on what to do and what not to do. So as I sit here right now, I still have more to offer Ghanaians. I even wish that I'm still educating people, because there is a rise in HIV infection in Ghana right now. And sometimes I dream a lot that I'm still talking to students, because I spoke to students a lot. I dream a lot that I'm still talking to them, and I said, oh my God, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, but now I'm not doing it anymore. I want Ghanaians to forgive me. I have 3 children. I have lost their father. And I'm a single mother who has been tagged with HIV. There is nothing I can do. If I want to sell something, my name is attached with stigma. If I want to do anything, I can't do it. I need people to support me financially. I can't come and sit on radio station or TV station every day to beg people to give me money before I can feed. If I have any capital, I will invest in something that people will not stigmatize me with, so that I can have some daily income to take care of myself and my children. That is what I'm asking for Ghanaians to do for me.
Okay. So you heard her. I think it's just as simple as ABC. That she was into food joints and nobody wanted to buy food from an HIV AIDS positive person. She was into barbering salon, and people thought she was going to deliberately infect the blade and scissors with whatever. So they didn't patronize that. So she now wants your help so that she can invest in something that her hands wouldn't be there. You wouldn't even know she has a stake in that business, so that she can continue to feed her children. Because this is my second time meeting her one-on-one, and I was like, oh, so what all the pictures that we saw about HIV AIDS people is quite different when I saw Joyce last weekend. So we're going to go into that. We're going to talk about that. From when we're kids, when they say that somebody has AIDS, the image that you see, it's not what I'm seeing here. It's not what people are seeing on Facebook, watching you here. What is the difference between the image we see and the real life of an HIV AIDS patient?
HIV infection is in stages.
Okay.
The first stage is when you are infected and you get to know that you are infected. At that point, you can do something about it. And if you are infected and you don't know that you are infected, that is the second stage. Your immune system breaks down, because the virus affects your CD4 cells and make sure that they break all your cells that fight against diseases. So when a virus affects your CD4 cells and breaks it down, then you are exposed to infections. That is the stage we call acquired immune deficiency syndrome. That is the A stage. When you get to that stage, you can look like a skeleton. You have skin cancer, you have skin rashes, you have diarrhea, you have headaches, a whole lot of things, because that time you have gotten AIDS. The first stage that I just spoke about is just the HIV stage. You have gotten to know you have the virus. you are taking medications, so it stands there. It doesn't affect your immune system.
Okay.
So you become a normal person as if you don't even have any HIV.
Okay.
Yes, but if you don't do anything about it, or even if you don't even know that you have it, that is when it's going to graduate from HIV to AIDS. So the pictures we used to see when we were kids are pictures of AIDS patients, but not pictures of HIV positive person.
Oh, okay. So what is your status now? AIDS or HIV?
No, I never got AIDS.
Okay.
I'm only HIV positive, but even right now when I test, it is not positive, it is negative because I've taken my medication for 11 years now.
So does it mean that the AIDS can be cured?
They don't want to say it is a cure because even if you test negative, they still say you have to keep taking your medication. So since the whole world, nobody has announced it as a cure, I, Gijo, cannot say it's a cure. I don't want to have problem with the world.
But you already have problem with the world.
Exactly.
Because you already have problem with the world because it is one of the world bodies that terminated your contract and all of this happened. So tell us, what is the day-to-day lifestyle of an HIV positive person?
It is just a normal day-to-day life. There is nothing different. You eat, you take your medications, but one thing is that if you are HIV positive, you don't have to do certain things.
For
example, you don't have to be smoking.
Okay.
You don't have to be taking too much alcohol. It doesn't go well with the medication.
Okay.
You don't have to have multiple partners, multiple sex partners, because you can get reinfected.
And infect somebody too?
Yes, you can be reinfected because there are types of HIV. There is HIV 1 and there is HIV 2. So if you are having HIV and your type is either 1 or 2, and you still have multiple sex partners, you don't use condom, you can get infected with another type of HIV into your body, and maybe your medication will not recognize it, and you will end up getting AIDS and you will die. So these are the day-to-day life of a person living with HIV. Apart from that, you don't stress yourself. You don't work so much under the sun. Yes. So the life of an HIV person is actually an expensive life. If you don't have money, you still look like an AIDS patient, even though you are just HIV positive.
Wow. So there's questions coming in about kids. When somebody like you, how come all your 3 kids are negative?
It's because I got to know before I gave birth to them. And I did not breastfeed them. I also didn't give birth naturally. All my 3 children, I had them through operation. So that is how come they are all HIV negative.
Oh, okay. And somebody also want to know from Facebook that can 2 positive HIV positive people give birth while the child wouldn't be?
Yes, 2 positives can have negative children because of the medication.
Wow. Okay. Somebody saying that this lady came out and said she's not. Yeah, she has explained why she did that. Came out to say that she's not positive and all of that. So today, if you have the opportunity, would you want to seek legal redress for what happened?
Yes, but the AIDS Commission in 2016, when I came out to say I did what I did because of my children, they also released a statement that I didn't legally seek the help of them, so I should do that. 2 years now I have done that, and nobody is saying anything to me. I sent them letters, nobody is responding to my letters.
Yes, but then the thing is, so they in the first place terminated. That is, if what you're saying is the truth, they terminated your contract because you were singing. And for me, I think that as somebody with this predicament, singing, when you sing, so nobody can say that because she sang, I got infected. So it can be one of the occupations that you can do to also support yourself.
Yes.
So if they believe in all the things that they say that people shouldn't stigmatize and all of that, I don't think, and I'm saying this based on what you told us. I don't believe they should terminate your contract because you said you're going to sing.
It said I'm using a campaign to promote my music.
Your music, and I don't see what is wrong with that.
Yeah, that's it.
Don't they believe that somebody should also have an occupation whilst educating people about HIV?
Justice. Yeah.
So my question again, today, if you get a lawyer who wants to take what happened between you and AIDS Commission to court, would you want that?
If I have a lawyer who wants to help me, why not? I will do it.
Okay, so tell us, after all of this, so all this, for where have you been? Because we've not heard anything from you until recently.
Somebody helped me to receive treatment in Germany of the severe depression.
Okay.
Sometimes I even cut myself, look at my hands. I become so aggressive and so on. So sometimes they give me injections and so on to calm down. So I was in Germany.
Okay, before you go there, somebody on Facebook is interested. He just want to, if you can narrate what happened that led to you coming out to say you were not HIV positive. So if you can say that.
It was because of my children. They were being stigmatized in school.
Mm-hmm.
They call them AIDS children. Nobody wants to play with them. And when my son comes home and he tells me about it, it affects me so badly. So it was really affecting me. So one day I just got up and went to Daily Guide to tell them I don't have HIV. I only thought when I do that, my children will not be stigmatized again and I'll have another life to live. That's why I did what I did. But later I realized that I really destroyed my life, trying to protect the life of my children. I have ended up destroying everything I built for so many years now.
So how old are you now?
Now I'm 31.
Okay. So you said somebody helped you to go to Germany.
Yeah.
And I think the last time we met, you were saying that you have to leave Germany because they thought Ghana is a peaceful country and cannot seek asylum over there. But you've worked with the AIDS Commission, which has also opened a lot of doors for you to know most of these advanced countries. When it comes to the stigmatization, it is low, or it's not like that.
Oh, it is low. Other countries, they don't behave like Africans.
Okay, so have you, apart from Germany, do you know any of any country who can give asylum of a sort to people who live with HIV?
I don't know. I don't know where I can go. I'm tired. Honestly speaking, I'm tired.
Okay, so let me ask you this. I know there are good people out there watching you and listening online. Should somebody come to your aid with some sort of financial aid, what are you going to do with it?
I would invest it. I would invest the money. I wouldn't make the mistake I made of opening a food joint ever again because they'll end up saying I want to infect people through food. I will not make the mistake to open a barbering salon again for them to say I want to infect people. All these things I was doing because I thought Ghanaians understood the educational programs I was doing. I didn't know that all the educational programs I was doing was going to go back against me and my entire family. So now if I get some money and I want to invest, I will invest wisely so that I don't destroy or I don't spoil the money.
What would you say if somebody is living with HIV/AIDS right now and want to join the AIDS Commission to do what you did? Would you advise them to go work with them?
Not in the case of joining AIDS Commission, but the purpose of which the person wants to do what he or she wants to do. Like to come out and say I'm HIV positive, I will not advise anybody to do that because as we speak now, some people say there is hell on earth. I feel like I'm in hell because of what I did. Because you don't have any free life anymore. Everywhere you are going, people are pointing fingers at you. You feel like you don't want to live anymore, you want to die. So I don't advise anybody to do that, to come out and say I'm HIV positive. If there is any other job the person can do, the person should better go and find a job and do.
Is it because of the
stigmatization? not because of anything, but because of stigmatization. Now, Tavia said something in the video. He says that HIV affects the body, but stigma affects the soul.
Wow.
Yes.
I don't know. There's this public health doctor called Dr. Duisberg in the US who wrote an article saying that HIV is more of mental disease than blood related. Do you agree with him?
Yes, I do.
Hmm. All right. I think we'll bring it to an end unless you have something that you want to say. If you have something special that you want to say that I've not asked you, you can say it and we bring the session to an end.
For me, all that I would have to say again, I have said it over and over again, that I cannot stop apologizing to Ghana. I know people were so much disappointed in me. Some people have supported me so much in the past. And when I came out to say that I'm not HIV positive, they were so much disappointed. But they didn't question the reasons why I did that. I'm not here to justify what I did. Whether I did it to protect my children or not, it is still not something I should justify. So I'm still pleading with Ghanaians to have mercy, that and know that the same way God forgives us our sins, they should forgive me for doing what I did.
All right. Thank you very much, Joyce Mensah, for being on the show. Good Morning Africa on S Live Africa here. We are hoping and believing that people watching now have heard you in good faith and going to do something to help you. But then, give out your contact if somebody want to send you something, somebody want to help you. How do they get to you?
Okay, my number is 0277 674 660. 0277 674 660. That is my number.
Okay, and they can get to you. Okay. Okay. Somebody's asking about where is her husband. I think you've answered that already. Some question coming in. Okay. Okay. So that is her number 02 77 674660.
Yeah.
That is her number right there. If you want to help. I nearly signed up, but is what would be the best education you want to give to any Ghanaian, anyone watching you here this morning?
Best education.
Yes.
What I would say is don't discriminate against people,
Mm.
no matter what, whether HIV or any other illness.
Mm.
Don't stigmatize people. Sometimes, even when the people are suffering from any kind of illness, they might not be having any effect, but they might be having the effect of what people do to them and how people treat them. Like I just said about Nigeria saying that the HIV affects the body, but stigma, it is the stigmatization that affects the soul. Stigmatization is killing people. So please, I am begging you, if not for stigma which affected my children, I don't think I would have made a mistake I made by denying my status. So I'm begging everybody that Ghana is a Christian country and Islamic country as well. And we always preach about love. So if we are talking about love and we do this to ourselves, are we really being sincere to ourselves? No. Let's love each other and let's stop stigmatizing people with any kind of illness.
Hmm. All right. Thank you very much for sharing this important education with us here on X Live Africa.
You're welcome.
All right. On that one, he called this one religion. Ghetto is my religion, actually, from Wyclef Jean. And Kenneth Autry Jr. once again is saying it on Facebook, even people without HIV are not getting job. How do you expect her to get work? You know very, very well people won't employ her unless you tell me you will try and understand her. Thank you very much, Kenneth Autry, for that good message. And let me say good morning to you, my dear sister Joyce Enoku, who is also watching live from Tesano right here in Accra. So that is it. We've got to know everything that happened and why she did that. It is up to us to open up our hearts to help her and her children, because she really has kept herself together amidst all the depression and all the things that she's talking about. So share the videos out there. Let as many people get to know Vivian Friye and others. Thank you for watching this show this morning. My name is Kwabena Bibini Teria, aka DJ Fuad. On behalf of the crew here at S Live Africa, we say good morning to you. The show has been Good Morning Africa. Next level.